wanting to meditate, because
Yes.
I have so many friends and people coming and asking me like, how do I start? And most of them face this issue of not being able to sit quietly even
Yes.
for 2 minutes,
Right.
because the thoughts are like
Right.
some 10,000 thoughts
Right.
a minute.
Right.
So what is the right way for them to start? How
Yes.
would you recommend, being such a renowned therapist? You've seen so many people around. Like, what are the steps that they should ideally
steps.
follow
Different
on a daily
steps.
life?
Yes, different steps. First thing is, before I can give the points what I know.
Right.
But what you know, because you know yourself very well than anyone else in the world, right?
Yeah.
Why you're not able to sit? Why that thought is coming to you again and again? How it is linked to you? We now also we see the thoughts are coming. Too many thoughts are coming.
Yes.
Why? What made you to think that thought? Why it is popping up again and again, again and again? What is your relation with that thought?
Okay.
Did you? If you didn't resolve it, then it will keep coming.
Keep troubling.
Right? Because most of the time what happens, we usually don't work on the root again. We work only on the symptom of it.
Correct.
Take a simple example, how we deal with the life. So, you are here, so just stand there, you just push my hand. If you think like, sit down, and if you think that this is a sudden problem came to you in your life, and it's coming to you, what you do? What you do is pushing, you stop it, right? You stop it, you keep again, because the problem is not going, because you're trying to stop it, you're not trying to understand it. What is that coming? So if it is a problem is coming to you, push it again to your palm towards me. Then one thing, we fight with it or we move away from it, right? If the thought is coming, it's okay to take 2 steps back. It's okay, I'm surrendering to that, saying what's happening. Then take a mode, a change, a shift, because we keep looking for the solution in only one direction, right? You take a shift and see if you can just go and play around with it and understand it more deeper.
Wow.
Right?
That's such an amazing way to put it.
Right? If you see, means what we're seeing now also, we're coming and looking at the problem like this, close by, and we think, okay, this is the problem where we have to work.
And it becomes too big.
We're working only because you are too close, you are too attached to the problem. Take 4 steps back, detach from it and see, it's a whole plant. You're working only on symptoms of it.
And that's when you see the solution.
The moment you start detach yourself, not just let go your ego, put your vulnerabilities, absolutely fine. Take 4 steps back because you see a bigger picture. The moment you stay close by, because that's what we're trying to resolve only, no? What we're seeing. There are a lot of things, what it is behind. It is like iceberg, tip of iceberg. We're usually looking at the tip.
The tip,
But under the root,
the subconscious.
the subconscious, how you reacting in a day, how you behaving in a day.
Correct.
Right? Is it effort? Is it effortless? Right?
So just observing and witnessing.
Observing and witnessing and accepting.
Right.
Because expectation is something, not having expectation itself is an expectation.
Yes.
Oh, right?
Wow.
Right?
Guys,
So,
this is very profound.
This is what happened, right? Not having expectation, also expectation. But seeing what expectation you have, how it is linked to you, why you correlating yourself to that thing.
Got it.
Very simple, what we do in a day, in a daily routine life, right? You are on the bike, I'm on the bike now, I'm around going myself, enjoying the ride. Suddenly some unknown guy just comes and says, hey idiot, can't you ride properly? He said in their life. And all of a sudden, my enjoyment stops and starts thinking, who is this person? Why he told me idiot? Am I idiot? He's idiot. I won't leave this guy when I see him next time. I'm going to go and scold him. Or sometimes you should turn the bike and go also. At that moment, take a small pause. Take one step, not reacting, responding. Take that situation just as a situation. Don't link the ego part of it. Take one step back and see. Unknown guy, don't know what mindset he was.
Right.
It's okay, he left and he went. But what we do, we carry it.
Oh yeah.
How we can tell me idiot? We tell ourselves idiot till we reach home. That guy said once and he left.
Oh yes.
We repeat ourselves 100 times, idiot. How he said idiot to me, how he said idiot to me, how he said it. Because we take ourselves very seriously.
True that.
Right?
Yes. The ego basically.
The ego basically. What is there in that?
The ego.
You just imagine if you take 2 steps back, that is not, it's a self-esteem is different, ego is different. People need to understand that part also, no? It's a different thing. The self-esteem is different, ego is different. It's not the same, right? So ego is something, what I do, it has to go in that way.
Correct.
Self-esteem is you try to observe.
Correct.
So, when we talk about mind path, see in a day-to-day life. It's not something 20 minutes meditation. What you're doing, what you're talking, it has to be a meditative, right? If you do that as an effort, then it's not a meditation. Meditation means you do effortlessly. Everything you do effortlessly is meditation. It's not only not talking. Keeping your eyes closed, not talking, that's only meditation. No. You're talking but you are there 100% itself is a meditation. So anything you do 100% is a meditation.
Beautiful.
You are in love or you are in anger. When we have two emotions together, there where everything messes up.
Right.
Take it like that. You love someone, but you also have an attachment towards that person to be in certain way we want.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And there are two emotions.
Yeah.
When we have love, it doesn't matter. You love the person 100% as the person is. And if someone is not trying to understand what we're trying to tell them, there are two ways. One, we are really not conveying them the way they are understanding it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Or they are not in that bandwidth to understand that situation at that moment.
Correct.
But we want to fix the thing like this,
Yeah,
right?
instant.
So we need to see, because we also learn slowly, eventually. It's not something we learn everything at once, right?
Oh, of course.
We do mistakes, but we also need to know if you're lying is not wrong, but you should know that you're lying. Right? What you're doing, you should know for what you're doing.
Self-aware.
You should be aware of why you're doing it. It might be a meditation, it might be a cycling, it might be anything what you want. You are into rave, whatever you are. You should know that you are doing that. It makes me happy, it makes you happy for why it is making you happy.
Correct.
You look at a nice sunset, it makes me happy. I had a beautiful techno night, it made me happy. You see what's making you happy, why it is making you happy. Is it the noise from the music, or it is just the rhythm of the music, or it is just the vibe that's making you happy.
Become a witness to it.
Witness to it. You are going to sunrise, you just appreciate, wow, the nature. See, now also everything around us, every leaf is different, it's not same.
Yes.
Isn't it? This leaf, that leaf, everything is different.
Yeah.
You and I'm changing, you are changing,
Yeah.
this are changing, everything is changing
Yeah.
around us.
Yeah.
But we don't want to see the changes, no?
Oh, yeah.
Because we want
Very
things
rigid.
constant.
Yeah.
We want the person to love us 100% all the time together.
Like
Nothing
they
else.
say, change is the only
Everything changes.
Beautiful.
In a day, if you want to train anything physically,
Yeah.
take that you want to do a handstand. Take it like 21 days or 41 days maximum. Dedicate yourself 1 hour in a day. You will get it.
Sure.
Dislocated shoulder. I have a couple of injuries of my all this, racing, kabaddi,
Oh my
and
God.
this one is for skates. This one I was like doing a bungee jump. Then my ACL, meniscus, everything is working properly for me. Why means I have an acceptance.
Yes.
I appreciate what my body is doing for me,
Yes.
and I also take care of them. It's not something it's doing. I'm just going. I cannot blame my body if it is not supporting me, because you never took care of it to take care of you.
It's always a two-way.
It's always a two-way. You cannot, without giving, you cannot expect it to give it back to you.
Absolutely.
Right? Mind is running. I'm feeling very tired, lethargic. Oh my God. Why means the body is saying something. We are not listening to what it's trying to say.
You're too busy.
We are too busy with things, right?
Yeah.
Physical,
It's distracted.
very much.
Yeah.
Physical ability, take it. You can do anything what everyone does if you really can. Because for physical ability, you need a highest commitment compared to any other thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Also
this
maximum
feels
time. Yeah.
pain, right?
Yeah.
Because it's seen outside also.
Correct.
Physical ability.
Yes. So
You do 1 hour in a day, do 21 days or 41 days, you get a handstand.
Sure.
But see in the mind part. Okay, I'll be calm in 21 days. Is it possible to do just 1 hour calmness, sitting in 20 minutes, 1 hour calmly, and expecting to be calm throughout the life? Means it is not part of it, it's a way. Because when you want to work on the mind and emotion, it is not 20 minutes in a day. It's 24 into 7 into 365.
Yeah, it's a constant.
You have to, because your emotion is involved with other emotions.
Absolutely.
Your physical body is for self.
Yeah, and I think initially you consciously do it,
Yes.
right? You train your mind.
Yeah. We all
But I
do.
think after a point it becomes effortless.
Yes.
Like you said, you're always meditating.
Yes, you have to be meditative. It's not something you always are meditative. Sometime in life things comes and disturbs the path. But you need to know, okay, disturb. Okay, it's okay, accept it and just go on.
Bounce back.
You are meditating, suddenly someone came and suddenly moved you. I was doing such a good meditation. That anger comes means then you are not
Makes
meditating.
it worse.
You are not meditating.
Yeah.
That means that anger comes means that's not
Yeah.
meditating. Means you accept that push. Turn, smile, this is what happened.
Huh.
The purpose of meditation is that.
Correct.
Understanding the situation,
Yes.
accepting as it is
Yes.
coming, right?
Yes.
So for mind, it's not 20 minutes in a day, just observation. It's not like that only you had, it's difficult. It's not easy to be aware of 24 into 7.
Correct.
It's not every time you wash, you put your soap, you're aware of every moment.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
At least any one thing you can do in a day with complete awareness. Maybe in bathing. See how you're moving the soap, how your body is feeling, how your breathing is happening. What is the purpose of bathing?
And that kind of carries on through the day.
Everything. One awareness in a day as you start in the morning, even it's going to toilet.
So,
See what's
yeah.
thought when you're running, how your body is sitting, what pressure is going on, what you're breathing, how your stomach
you
is
can pick
moving.
up any activity.
Any activity doesn't matter. It's all about picking up anything. You don't have to sit in a day. Just be aware. If your mind, suddenly I'm arranging this flower, suddenly my mind moves, again means that is done. Next, you're doing next activity, try to be aware. One activity, anything you do, try to become complete aware of it.
Wow.
Planning should be there,
Yeah.
not the patterns. Let it flow.
Beautiful. So on a daily basis, like if somebody has, if you were to talk about,
You need to understand where you're standing. What works for me might not work for you. What
Yes.
works for you might not work for
Yes.
other person, because
Yeah.
we all are aligned in a different way.
absolutely.
60% all together. If I'm giving instruction to you, that's only 60% of instruction. Maybe a meditation, maybe a yoga class, maybe a pranayama. Rest 40% you should know what your body is asking, what your mind is working. You should put that 40% of instruction to yourself.
Totally.
Right? So when you start your day, how you start your day and how you ending your day matters the most.
Most. I think because your subconscious is
That's the
most
whole
important.
purpose. How you going to sleep and how you coming up from the sleep. I'm not feeling good. Oh, I don't want to get up. The moment you come up with that state of mind, the whole day will be, I don't want to do this, I want to be there. It's like that, right?
Correct.
Changing your state of mind, again, not easy. You need to see, okay, fine. Sometime when we are in an unknown thing, it's always good. Sometimes you usually need to take help from people
Sure.
who are, for example, they ask for breathing techniques, ask for meditation. We have this many techniques mainly to work on the mind only,
Correct.
to make life a bit more easier and
Correct.
simpler.
Yes.
Yoga is not to become live young or be young, not like that. You know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Everything, take it like if you are cutting a tree, yoga is axe, the training is sharpening the axe.
Wow.
If you don't train your mind, you without, okay, you doing yoga every day means you cutting a tree means you getting some benefits, but see how much effort you putting to hit. The moment you start training your mind is sharpening, it becomes effortless with that, right?
So
Anything you're doing, anything you pick up for a certain period of time as a hobby becomes your habit. Take it a very simple example. Our lung system is the one system in our human body,
Yes.
which has both voluntary and involuntary function.
Yes.
Even if you're not focusing on your breathing, your body knows how to breathe.
Exactly.
But we screw it up with emotion. That's another
Yeah.
story, right?
That's a different
That's a different story. But body is smart. It still copes up, comes back, copes up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then over the period of time, the moment you see the breathing is going, you just sit, keep your eyes closed, take. I will count from 11 to 1 with complete awareness, seeing how it is going, where it is going. We are able to observe, yes, we feel coolness. Because breath is not going only here. It's going to each and every cell of your
Yes.
body.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Are you able to observe that deep?
Wow.
Not required. See how much you feeling it. Count from 11 to 1. If you're able to, first start with 11 to 1, in a reverse counting, with a deep breathing. Now also what we do, breathing should be effortless. When we say keep your eyes closed, means see, that should be effortless.
Yeah.
There should be no effort in breathing.
Yeah.
You should not make sound while breathing. Means you're still putting effort to breathe.
Correct.
Right? Let it be slow, smooth, and flowing. And see when it is coming back, how it is coming down and flowing in a relaxed state. Count yourself 11 to 1 as a first practice as you start in a day.
Wow.
And see, because that is where you're setting your mind
So
for the day.
you can just sit in
As you
bed.
get up early in the morning, don't think, oh, I have to look at the phone, I have to do this, I have to do that. First day in the morning, you can give 5 minutes for self to keep that 24 hours beautiful.
That's, I think, nothing in front of the effect
Right?
it gives you.
We
Totally
always need to see how to start the day. Take some affirmations. Join.
You said affirmations, which
Yes.
is my favorite
Yes,
actually.
yes, yes,
Can
yes.
you mention some that you use, or if you have any recommendation which can universally apply?
Apply. Whenever we take an affirmation, we always need to take in a short form, in a
Okay.
holistic form. Take like, I will not get angry is not a good affirmation
Oh,
because
yeah.
you already put an anger into that.
Correct. It's not assertive.
I am happy. Simple. Finish it.
Simple.
When you are happy, means everything falls in that. We don't have to take more also, right? When we say I am happy, it should not be only physical, verbally or mentally. And you should feel how that happiness feels in you.
Wow.
Right? I am happy. I am happy because I am able to say I am happy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And it covers so
It covers
much.
everything.
Yeah.
Means we have to be grateful for everything in
Yeah,
life.
absolutely.
Without being grateful, without surrendering, or without being humble, we don't have that listening completely. We don't listen to anyone completely, isn't it?
Yeah.
My simple example, I'll tell you if you have time for 2 minutes.
Yeah, please.
So it's a recent story. There is a person called as Sundar here.
Okay.
And he's a mentally blessed person, 40 years old, on his own world, always smiling,
Wow.
always smiling, no complaints about anything in the life. Though we say they are mentally retarded or mentally this, because they are more subtle than us. They are living in the subtle level.
Yeah.
They are more living in a
Beyond
subtle
the
level.
physical.
Beyond the people, they live in a subtle level. And whenever I see him, I'm very happy with that guy and just love that person. Always smiling. What do you want? I want 5-star. Directly you'll ask. What do you want? No hesitation there.
Yes.
So I carry some other thing and all. And one fine day, it was raining early in the morning, around 6 o'clock, 6:15, and I was running. Oh, it's raining. I have to reach Kalari in 5 minutes. Though we are in the field. It's a recent story only.
Yeah.
Without awareness happens, right?
Sure.
So I was running towards Kalari. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go. We're getting late. Suddenly, that person, I saw this guy walking because he has a very small hands. Physically also not
Correct.
fully fit.
Correct.
So he holding 5 liters of empty can and he's walking in rain like this. Really walking in rain. Then I saw him from far. Then I went and stopped my bike and told, hey Sundar. And this is Orville Bakery. You know Orville Bakery?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like,
Right.
right now I'm standing here for him. So I'm standing here. I said, Sundar, come, I'll drop you. He said, where are you going for that? He said, I'm going to get water. I said, okay, come, I'll drop you. Why are you standing in rain? He said, no, I will walk and you'll get the water. I said, no, it's not a problem. Come, I will drop you. And he looked at me, smiled. Imagine now also, I'm talking about this story, that guy doesn't even remember this one. How blissful he is,
I know,
isn't it?
I know.
So he, with that small hand, because mine's a big bike, with an effort, he got almost like 20 seconds to get on a bike. He sit and he said, we'll go. Then I started bike, went 10 meters from here to Orville Bakery. He tapped me at the back. I said, what happened, Sundar? I have to get down here. Means he took a lift from me only for 10 feet.
meters.
10 meters. Not even 10 meters, like 5 meters.
Wow.
And again he got down, he smiled at me, he went back. And with the same smile he went inside. Then suddenly I said, now, who is idiot? Because I'm the one, because I didn't ask him where you have to go. If you would have said that he has to go to Orville Bakery, I would have told him, man, yes, okay, fine, please carry on from there. Right?
And he basically respected
Respected
your,
everything he did, such a grace.
Wow.
Right?
So much to learn.
He smiled. He got on without ignoring, because he know that I'm insisting him to get on the bike. He got on the bike with an effort. No complaints. He got down from the bike. No complaints. Raining. No complaints. With a smile. He left. Then suddenly I said, oh my God, what a grace is this.
What a state to be.
He handled that situation in such a graceful way. Then it put me to thought, what kind of this? Oh, it's raining. Oh, I have to go Kalari. Then you suddenly start, when it's raining, you know it's raining.
Yeah.
You have two options. One, get wet or don't get wet.
Yeah.
If you don't get wet, means, oh, I missed Kalari, you should not say that. If you want to go, you have to go whichever way you have to go. You cannot complain about the journey.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Then I said, when it's raining, we know you're raining. Kalari is more important than this one. Instead of going and blaming the rain, why don't you just enjoy the rain and taste thing?
We forget to appreciate the good fortune.
Right? We have so many things happening around us. This what
Grateful for it.
grateful for everything what we have.
Gratitude.
This is how we learn. If you want to learn something, you can learn from each and everything what you have around.
So coming back to
Yes.
asanas,
Yes.
so you said that I can do Surya Namaskar.
Surya Namaskar, you don't have to be flexible to do Surya Namaskar. You can do Surya Namaskar from the sitting chair also. It's just moving your body with awareness.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
So even you're doing washing your vessels, see how your body is moving, how your breathing is happening. Just become aware of it.
So So, I mean, also for yoga, you know, I mean, there are so many, like million types of yoga.
Right, right,
that have
right.
come. There's
Right.
beer yoga, and I
Right,
don't
right.
know, all these fancy terms.
Right.
But what do you have to say for the actual ancient yoga, the right way to do it? Even, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Right, right,
but
right,
then,
right.
you know, the core practice of yoga, if somebody's confused, like I myself is.
Yes, yes, no worries,
Yeah.
no worries. It happens, it happens. Means we have 1,000 different ways of yoga
Yeah.
to find only one. Doesn't matter what you practice.